Da-da-dun-dun, da-da-dun-dun. Welcome back, my friend, and another da-da-dun-dun. This is BjjBrick Quick. My name is Byron. Man, the song got a little, got into it, I guess. Apologize. Try to keep it in the restraints of the song portion of the introduction. Today, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the safari that we went on and a time that I was pretty scared. So we did a few safaris or a safari in multiple parks, Tangerine National Park, Lake Manyara, and the Serengeti. And we spent 3 nights in the Serengeti, and it was amazing. There were lots of elephants and giraffe and buffalo and wildebeest and zebras and warthogs. Like, it's what you think of, like what I thought of when I was a kid about what is Africa? Lions, all this, leopards we saw. Like, it was amazing. But we slept in a tent. And I say this, and people have an idea of what a tent is. This tent was nothing like what you would haul on your back. This is a tent that would be transported in the back of a pickup. It was thick canvas. It was probably 15 feet wide by 30 feet long. It was a semi-permanent structure that probably sits there for 6 months, and then they move it. It had a toilet that you couldn't flush. It took like 5 minutes to refill, a very slow refill, and a talking shower where you have to ask for water, and they put water in a bucket and then raise the bucket above your head. Man, I'm getting off topic. Anyway, it was kind of a souped-up tent on the plains there in the Serengeti. 3 nights here, and we were driving around the Serengeti, and I asked the guide who's driving the Land Rover. I said, "How far could I walk? Could I walk a mile?" And he said, "No, you cannot walk a mile in this environment. The obvious would be like a lion or hyenas would get me." But he goes, "More likely, you would get killed by a buffalo. They're Cape buffalo, very aggressive towards people. And if not a buffalo, an elephant would kill me." I was like, whoa, okay. I didn't think that would happen. So the idea of getting out of the vehicle and walking, super dangerous. Now it's bedtime and we're going to go sleep in a canvas tent. They said this: once the sun goes down, you're to be in your tent or have an escort with you. You stay in your tent until the sun comes up. Can't leave. And if an animal comes, the best thing to do is to just do nothing. Just stay in your bed, and it will come, and it will go, and you'll be fine. So you could look at it, but do not shine the light at it. Do not make a bunch of noises. Do not agitate it, whatever. First night in the Serengeti. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Whenever my wife wakes me up, us, just me and her. She goes, "Something's out there." And man, so I hear the sound of something rubbing against canvas, like kind of has that abrasive feel to it, so it makes a noise. And we hear this rubbing sound and kind of a jostling of our tent a little bit. It's got thick, like inch thick metal poles that are supporting this thing, and they're moving. Like, oh man, what is up with this? So we slowly peel our window open to expose the screen. Like, it was closed. It had like a little flap for screen and no screen to let it breathe through. We just kind of peel that and we peek. We can't even see it. It's so close. All we see is 4 legs and a trunk and a tusk. I can't see much above the legs because it's 2 feet away. It's bumping into our tent. It's a giant elephant. And we assumed it was a bull, which are the more aggressive elephants. And I immediately did not like this. Like, I don't have a lot of fears. Like, I'm not afraid of spiders or snakes or heights or claustrophobic or any, like, the common thing. Like, my body was afraid of this elephant. And it didn't help the fact that we just talked about this. Like, this will kill us. If we were out there, it would just kill me. But now I have a bit of canvas between me and the elephant, and it's not going to kill me is the plan. Hey, I'm going to cut to the end here. I didn't die. No, so, like, I got an adrenaline rush. I really just wanted to be out of there. I wanted out of the situation. This was super dangerous. I have no idea what to do. I know we're going to sit still, but we're going to look at this elephant. We're going to freak out a little bit. And the elephant, he walks around the side, bumping into it, eating grass and doing that sort of thing. And he can care less about us. He gets to the other side of the tent and he breaks a tree down. And these elephants knock over these acacia trees, and the trees release like a toxin, and it tastes bad. So they just knock it down, and they'll come back tomorrow and eat it, and there's no more toxin, and it's not going to release the toxin. So he knocks this tree, and I thought the tree was going to come in and crush us. Like, it was super loud. Did not happen. But and eventually, after, which probably seemed like a day and a half, it was probably close to 5 or 10 minutes, he left. And when he left, he just moseyed on to scare the next people in the next tent, I guess. And about an hour later, some guys came with a bunch of lights and machetes, and they told me that the elephant knocked this tree down, and they're going to get rid of it before he comes back and wants to eat more tree. And and I talked with them a bit, and they go, yeah, it's a dangerous elephant. It's a bull, and he has one eye, and he's been here before, and he's kind of like a hassle. So let's drag this out of the mats before I go too long. The whole thing with how my body reacted. I was afraid of this elephant. I was afraid of doing nothing to the elephant. Like, literally, I could have had a gun and the elephant still could kill me. Like, I didn't have a gun. But it was so big. It was just a crazy feeling to feel that powerless. And like, the game plan is canvas layer between me and him. That's the game plan. My heart rate went through the roof. My adrenaline got released. And I was basically, I didn't have a panic attack or anything, but like, I was afraid of that elephant. And you think about jiu-jitsu, and those of you who compete, you're going to have a degree of this. Unless you compete all the time, you're going to have a degree of stepping onto the mat and trying to compete. You're going to have a little bit of adrenaline. You're going to have some nerves and some things like that. You're going to have parts of your body that you really can't control as well as you liked. And that's part of it. And know that likely your opponent's dealing with the similar feelings. And there's a few ways to deal with these. There's, one, compete more. And, try to get like a mindset of, I want to perform well. I want to do my game, but try to take away a little bit of the, I want to win. I should have been thinking, I want to do what they told me to do and stay in bed and relax, and not like, I want to live. I don't want to get crushed by an elephant. No, I want to do what I'm told. That's going to get me the result I want. And I don't know. It's kind of, I guess, the fun of competing is getting nervous before a match. No, that's normal. It doesn't, and being nervous does not mean you won't perform well. It just means you want to perform well. So I think you could take those nervous feelings and try to put them into excitement feelings. Like, I'm excited for this match. I'm not nervous about it. I'm excited. And I know that a lot of top athletes do that, and it does help them perform better because they turn your nervousness into excitement, energy, and I think it helps a little bit. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting how little control I had over my, core body systems compared, and that reminded me a little bit of competing and being nervous. If you enjoyed the podcast, support us on Patreon or check out our audiobook. It's about 2.5 hours long. It's your first year of jiu-jitsu. You can find it in the BjjBrick.com store. Hope you have a great day, my friend, and stay sweaty.